Good morning, students. In last video, we had discussed about the different type of protocols, web services like chatting, video conferencing, and different areas where video conferencing can be used. In this video, we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of video conferencing. So let's start with advantages. Video conferencing is a popular and useful communication tool. It offers multiple benefits. It saves travel cost and travel time. Allow conducting meeting with people at different locations across the globe. You can see people as well as hear them. This means you can see their body language, which you can't do with a telephone call. You can all view a document on the screen at the same time. People can work together and add their ideas. The document can be emailed to all of the people at the meeting later on. Video conferencing is an excellent way of keeping in touch with friends and family, even if they are in different countries. So these are the advantages of video conferencing. Now let's see disadvantages of video conferencing. Additional cost of video conferencing, a specific hardware and software. A very reliable, fast data link is needed to conduct video conferencing. Even with fast connection, there might be slight delay between responses, especially from one side of the planet to the other. If the hardware breaks down for any of the participants, they cannot attend the meeting. People could be in different time zones around the world. This might mean that some people have to stay up through the night in order to attend the meeting. The video camera might not be able to see all parts of the room at the same time. Some people might not be easy to see at the meeting. So these are some disadvantages of video conferencing. Now next is e-learning. E-learning refers to a learning that takes place electronically simulated environment. E-learning is a learning that takes place in an electronically simulated environment. E-learning, web-based training, internet-based training, and computer-based training are the next generation instructions method being developed today. With e-learning, user can immerse themselves in three-dimensional environment. To further enhance their learning experience. Moreover, e-learning can be done anywhere, anytime, as long as the user has the proper hardware. E-learning can be done using internet connection, a network, an internet or a storage device. It uses a variety of media like audio, text, virtual environments, video, and animations. E-learning in some way is even better than classroom learning method, as it is a one-on-one learning method. It is self-paced. It has an experiential learning format. Now next, the benefits of e-learning. The e-learning setup, if implemented in quality way, offers many benefits to both the teachers, schools, and learners. The major benefits of e-learning are reduced overall cost. It is less expensive to produce. E-training is virtually free once the break-even point is reached. E-learning is self-directed and self-paced. Learners control the amount of time they spend on any particular topic, thereby controlling the speed of course coverage. E-learning is interactive and hands-on. The use of a variety of multimedia in e-learning increases students' involvement and reinforces the learning experience. E-learning is flexible. Learning can be take place anytime and anywhere as long as the necessary equipment is accessible. Consistent delivery. E-learning eliminates the problem associated with different instructors teaching slightly different material on the same subject. Easily manageable. Today's e-learning software allow a group of people to keep track of course offering, schedule and track their progress and results. These are some benefits of e-learning. Now next, some application areas of e-learning. E-learning has made teaching, training and learning much easier and in the reach of many more sectors. With technology advancement and its reach in people's lives, e-learning has found its application in many diverse areas, including formal and non-formal education. Most common application areas of e-learning are e-learning courseware. This type of e-learning involves courses related to a specific syllabi which is part of formal education system. This e-learning e-classroom, this e-learning setup simulates the classroom by involving class activities like class assignments, class discussion, etc. Assessment. This setup conducts online assessment and quizzes to test the understanding of the students. E-simulation. Simulation-based e-learning is very useful for showing, illustrating concepts which are otherwise not possible to show in practical. For example, working of different systems in human body, nuclear reactions, chemical reactions, etc. Game-based behavioral development. This type of e-learning is offered through a strategy game, problem-solving games, etc., and other activity for impacting the behavior changes of workforce, enhancing their business problem-solving skill and leadership development. Learning support. This type of e-learning setup involves learning aids that help enhance job-oriented performance. This is especially useful for product compliances and software application training. Social or collaborative learning. This type of learning is useful for conducting social experiments and mass learning usually conducted by government, NGOs and other big organizations. Massive open online course. It is also known as MOOCs. MOOCs are courses that are delivered electronic to massive audience, often in thousands of students via the internet. These are designed and conducted by university professors and or experienced professionals. So these are some application areas of e-learning. Now next topic is e-banking, the next service of web. Availing the banking services through electronic measure via internet is called e-banking. Electronic banking is an umbrella term for process by which a customer may perform banking transaction electronically without visiting a brick and mortar institution. The following terms are all refers to one form of another form or another of electronic banking. First, personal computer banking is also known as PC banking, internet banking, virtual banking, online banking, home banking, remote electronic banking, and phone banking. PC banking and internet or online banking are the most frequently used designations. It should be noted, however, that the terms used to describe the various types of electronic banking are often used interchangeably. So let's discuss first of PC banking, that's also known as personal computer banking. It is a form of online banking that enables customer to execute bank transactions from a PC via modem. In most PC banking, ventures. The bank offer the customer a proprietary financial software program that allows the customer to perform financial transaction from his or her home computer. The customer then dials into the bank with his or her modem, download data, and runs the programs that are resident on the customer's computer as per his requirement of financial transaction. Next is internet banking. It is sometimes called online banking. Uses the internet as a delivery channel by which to conduct banking activity. An internet banking customer access his or her account from the web browser. Software that runs internet banking programs resident on the bank's worldwide web server, not on the user's PC. Internet banks are also known as virtual, cyber, or net or interactive or web banks. For example, transferring funds, paying bills, viewing, checking and saving accounts balances, paying mortgage, and purchasing financial instrument and certificates of deposit. These are some banking activity which customer can conduct. Next one, the mobile banking. Mobile banking is a wireless internet-based service that allow one to use banking services safely and conveniently using a mobile device like mobile phones or tablet, etc. Mobile banking provides access to most popular internet banking features and services. Although internet banks offer many of same services as do traditional bricks and mortar banks, analysts view internet banking as a means of retaining increasingly sophisticated customer, of developing a new customer base, and of capturing a greater share of depositors' assets. A typical internet bank site specifies the type of transaction offered and provides information about account security. Because internet banks generally have lower operational transaction cost than do traditional bricks and mortar banks, they are often able to offer low cost checking and high yield certificates of deposits. Internet banking is not limited to a physical site. Some internet banks exist without physical branches. According to industry analysis, electronic banking provides a variety of attractive possibilities for remote access of their accounts, including availability of inquiry and transaction services around the clock, worldwide connectivity, easy access of transaction data, both recent and historical. So these are some online banking modes. Now let's see how to open an e-banking account. There are several ways to open and fund an electronic banking account in India. Customers who have existing account at brick and mortar bank and want to begin using electronic banking services may simply ask their institution for the software needed for PC banking or obtain a password for the internet banking. Either approach requires minimal paperwork. Once they have joined the system, customers have electronic access to all of their accounts at bank. New customer can establish an account either by completing a PC banking application form and mailing it to an institution offering such services, or by accessing a bank's website and applying online for internet banking. In either instance, the customer can fund the new online account with check, wire transfer, or order from of remittance. No physical interface between the customer and the institution is required. So these are some banking services, how to open your e-bank account. Now let's see the e-shopping. The process of shopping done over the internet is called online shopping or e-shopping. Both products and services can be purchased through online shopping. E-shopping or online shopping is the process of buying goods and services from merchants who sell on the internet. Shoppers can visit web stores from the comfort of their homes and shop as they sit in front of the computer. Customers buy a variety of items from online store. In fact, people can purchase just about anything from companies that provide their product online. Books, clothing, household appliances, toys, hardware, software, and health insurance are just some of the hundreds of products consumers can buy from the online store. There are some advantages of e-shopping. There are reasons behind growing popularity of online banking. These are major reason to conduct shopping online is convenience. For example, when a person shops at bricks and mortar store, he or she has to drive to the store, find a parking place, and walk throughout the store until he or she locates the product she needs. After finding the item he or she wants to purchase, he or she may often need to stand in long lines at the cash register. In contrast, online shopping helps consumers avoid these disadvantages. With online shopping, a person logs onto the internet, visits a stores until visits the store's website and chooses the items she desires. The items are held in virtual shopping cart until he or she is ready to make purchase. The shopper can remain in pajamas as he does shopping, and the process can be conducted in the wee hours of the morning or late into the night. Online stores never close, they are open 24 hours a day. Online stores are equally accessible from the metro city to non-metro cities to remote areas, which is not the case with brick and mortar stores. Thus, a person can shop online from an online store being anywhere in the world where the online stores can deliver. Now, some disadvantages of e-shopping. Some people like the idea of physically going to a store and experiencing the shopping process. They like to touch the merchandise, try on clothing, and be around other people. Online shopping does not permit shoppers to touch product and have any social interaction. It also does not allow them to take merchandise home at the same day they buy it. Other people may worry about shopping online because they fear their credit card information will be compromised. Since it is necessary to provide the credit card information when purchasing product online, people worry they may become a victim of identity theft. This discourages some consumers from participating in online shopping. Another reason some consumers avoid shopping online is the fact that they worry that some of the products they purchase are not accurately portrayed in the website's picture. They worry that picture of the item may appear one way, but the actual item may look completely different, perhaps of lesser quality. It is also impossible to try on apparel with conducting online shopping. One more disadvantage of e-shopping is that the consumer has to rely on body measurement in order to make sure the clothing will fit properly. If the clothing arrives in the mail and it is too small, consumer has to return the item. This is potential inconvenience that some shoppers may not wish to face. So these are some disadvantages of e-shopping. There are some sites available for e-commerce. First one, Flipkart, Snapdeal, Amazon, Jabong, Myntra, Ape, J4, Genstar. There are some sites available for the e-shopping. There are also e-shopping sites that offer second-hand goods to be purchased. Some of these are olx.in, quicker.com. Now, although e-shopping has made people save on time and effort, yet it also comes with some price attached to it. There are threats and security concerns of e-shopping, which you must be aware of. The first threats that hacker pose to e-shopper include gaining access to sensitive data such as user ID, password, credit card numbers, etc. Using viruses to corrupt your system. Unwanted spam suggesting what to buy. Gaining access to your shopping history, your shopping habits. Getting access to your location details. So these are threats for that hackers pose to e-shopper. Now next is security concern. Here, first one, tricking the shopper. Most common security concern is tricking the shopper, also known as social engineering technique. This attack involves surveillance of the shopper's behavior, gathering information to use against the shopper. For example, a common scenario is that the attacker calls the shopper pretending to be representative from a site visited and extract information. The attacker then calls a customer service representative at the site, posing as a shopper and providing personal information. The attacker then asks for the password to be reset to a specific value. Next security concern is snooping the shopper's computer. Many users are unaware of security concern and don't know much about the security feature of their system, hence fail to enable the security features. Attackers exploit this situation to their own benefit. For example, the attacker can use various techniques to gain entry into the user system in absence of security feature. Upon entry, they scan your file system for personal information such as passwords. Next security concern is sniffing the network. In this scheme, the attacker monitors the data between the shopper's computer and the server. He collects data about the shoppers and steals personal information such as credit card number and uses such information for their own benefits. Guessing passwords. Another common attack is to guess a user's password. This style of attack is manual or automated. It's a phishing. Another common form of social engineering attack, the phishing schemes. Attackers use similar looking names of famous sites to collect authentication and registration information. For example, http://www.ibm.com/shop is registered by the attacker as www.ibm.com/shop. Notice this one is IBN, not IBM. A shopper mistype and enter the illegitimate site and provides confidential information. Alternatively, the attacker sends email assured to look like they came from the legitimate sites. The link inside the email map to rough site that collect the information. So these are the some web services. In this video, we are continuing with the web services. So that's all for today. Thank you.